Hello, how are you doing today? This is appleandapps.com checking out Icebreaker, a Viking Voyage, which is a brand new game that's published by Rovio, and it's based on the Flash game by Nitrome. And now Rovio has extended, this is their first published game, so now they're dabbling in publishing. And if you remember, Rovio with the original Angry Birds started off being published by Chalingo's lesser brand Click Gamer. So now they've come full circle to be a publisher themselves. So this game is all about cutting ice. As you can see right there, you cut the ice, it sends the Vikings down to the ship, and your goal is to help these stranded Vikings. This is just like the introduction, just wanted to show you the basis of the game. So it's they've translated this Flash game into just straight touch, and we can skip ahead of the story. So you simply drag your finger over any of the different objects to cut the ice. And it's all about getting the Vikings down in place. So then once this level completes, it shows you the little cutscene which introduces the rest of the Viking Voyage and what's going to happen from this point onwards. So let's talk like this, yes, 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 fancy, fancy, fancy. And then there's a windstorm, and it's going to scatter all these Vikings across the lands, and now our new Viking that's just learning the ropes of ice cutting and ice hammering and all that is gonna have to save the day and go off to collect all the different Vikings. Yep. And so now we're going on to the next land, which is Troll Marsh, and there's also another land that we haven't encroached upon yet, and coming soon. And if Rovio gets their usual style set up with this developer, we should see a whole bunch more updates and levels, and there's 95 to start off with of this style. There's a great personality, a lot of funny infused pieces going on. So in this case, you're just cutting rope. I know that game, cut the rope. And that's essentially what that is. So you toss the cage down to get rid of the troll, and then our main guy hammers him away. Okay. And then the next level, let's dive in and see what that entails. Now we're back into the ice. That's a nice takeoff of usual. I mean, these physics puzzle games, why are these guys just stranded in the same place all the time? Who knows? So with two fingers you can swipe to move the screen. So here, let's cut this ice, brings down a hammer, and tosses this guy not all the way. So what does that mean? It means we didn't do it in the right order. So let's cut this, and coincidentally enough, it fits in perfectly right there. So we'll free this guy, we'll freeze this, or not freeze, but free. We'll free the treasure chest, and then going back to hammering this guy back over. Bada bing, bada boom, another level complete. As you go on, there's gonna be boss battles, and you can unlock special power-ups, and it's gonna extend the Viking theme quite considerably. How do you not like Vikings? And how do you not like the idea of taking cut the rope style, switching it up a bit, and revolving it all around ice? So in this case, we got this big hunk of ice. You can double tap to zoom in for some precise cutting, like this. And then you see it descend down to get rid of these trolls. Knock our Viking, miss the coins, but that's the idea, just more momentum with a sentiment to all the coins. Then let's head on again. Let's see. This troll cave. As you can see just from these few levels, a new mechanic is introduced quite consistently. So now we have this snot to deal with. As you can see, it catches the ice. And that catches the ice. And we want our one main guy to last through it all. And then we can cut these snot strands just like cutting rope, hammer them free, and we saved another Viking. That's essentially what this game's all about. Right here, there's a little offshoot. So you need to actually pay the coins that you've earned to get through to these few levels. You see there's 2 before it extends back. There's kind of the forking pathways as you go. And that's just optional, you don't have to go to it. It's more challenging levels that you can dive into. And then let's see what this level entails. You just cut, like so. Oops, put the wrong thing. Look at those water physics. Oh, Viking died. So you don't want to do that. Well, let's try this one again. So yeah, you gotta get it to catch. And then get it to catch again. All the way down. Actually, I could catch it again, but we want to get this treasure chest. Yes, like that. And then sometimes the ice is too big, like right there, so you gotta chop it down to size, and then our little main Viking guy can hammer the guys free. And this is essentially Icebreaker Viking Voyage. There's a lot more based on this initial basis that you've seen, but we just wanted to give you a gist of how Viking Voyage plays in action. Again, there's 95 levels. It's mainly 2 different environments to start off with. Since it is dominoes. There we go, that's better. And this is the dominoes level. This is another Thursday release, and it's Rovio's first foray into publishing, and it looks like they picked a really good physics puzzler again. That's just what their forte is, so they have a good idea of what that means. I gotta jump into this level. What am I kidding? Isle of Goat? I mean, goat action? Oh, nice. So now there's conflicting things. So you want to save the Viking and the goats to opposite sides. Looks like we're going to save the goats, like so. Interesting, we got a puzzle piece, I wonder what that means. No clue. Now let's save this Viking. Make the piece smaller. And now that rounds out what I wanted to show you with Icebreaker, because you gotta go with the Viking, the puzzle, and the goats, and all that kind of good stuff. Then you're forking off again. You can see there's an extensive map, and this is just the troll world. Here's the power-ups I was talking about. Kind of like those Angry Birds power-ups, just slightly, but this is, as you can see, Icebreaker Viking Voyage, Apple and Apps in action video, and we'll talk to you next time.